Hello everyone. This is Sanjay Sambhi from SHA Infotech Solution Pvt. Limited. We at SHA Infotech Solution Pvt. Limited deals with database administration, data science, and cloud technology. We have got our training wing, that is SHA Data University, where we deal with we give training to graduates and professionals who wants to build their career in database administration, profile, or data science, or cloud technology. So today I'm here as my session of Python for data science. Today is my 9th session, and today we will learn file management, or how we can interact file in using Python, like a text file or CSV file, how we can create or open or write, what are the ways we can deal with the file. So without wasting time, let's start our session. Yeah, before that, please share our video, subscribe our channel. So let's start. Let's move to Jupyter right away without wasting time. Okay, so now in my Jupyter notebook, and I just open a new Python sheet or new file. Okay, so last day what we have done is exception handling, and today we will start how we can deal with files through Python. Files means whether files, as we know, whether it's a text file or image file, video file. So to open a file, we have got different applications. Like if I say a video file can be opened in VLC player or my Windows Media Player. If it is a image file, then image file can be opened in Microsoft Paint, or there are many other softwares that are used to open those image files. If it is a text file, then we can open it using text editor or notepad editor, whatever. But how can I open a file inside my Python application? That's what we will learn today. So before going to that, a file can be opened in 3 different states. One is in read mode, the other one is in write mode, third one is append mode. So in Python also, we have done this thing in Linux, like we can open 3 different modes. But in Python also, the same concept. So when I'm opening a file in write mode, if the file doesn't exist, it will create the file and write whatever content I want to write. And if next time, if I open the file in the same write mode, then whatever I have written previously, it will overwrite the entire text. So in that case, I have to open the file. If I want the file to keep the previous records, our informations as well as whatever I'm giving right now, it should take those informations also. So in that case, I have to open the file in append mode. And of course, the read mode, it is only to read the content of the file. Okay, so let's start. Now in Python, I have to create an object. Like, I don't have to create in in Java, but suppose I create, say, file underscore say object is the object of my file equal to open. Suppose I'm now opening a file in write mode. So I just give a file name, say anything, sha.txt is a file name I've given. I can give a file name entire path also, but right now I'm just giving this way path also. I will show you. And I want to open this file in write mode. Fine. W is for write mode, R is for read mode, and W plus is for append mode. Okay. So now I have given, and with the file object, file underscore obj, you can give any name, dot, file underscore obj, so file underscore is there, but it's obj dot, and if I press tab key, it should show me the functions that are available for a file object. So I just type write file underscore object. It's a differentiation. In case of obj, it has bj, that is a dot. I can give should show me the menu that contains, change the spelling of here. It should be obj, and of course this also should be capital, so it should be a small bit. And this also, I just give obj, then dot, I just type write. So write, then since it's a function, so I have to denote with the parentheses, and I just type this is my Python programming. So now, when I execute this, if I press Shift Enter, it is showing me 29. That is, the 29 characters are added. And if I go my previous this thing, so see sha.txt, this file is just now created. If I go by this a second ago, it is created, and if I open this file contains okay, it is still open. Anyway, I don't want to see this because the text file and opening the chapter file is unable to. Anyway, so now Now, since I have written something in a file called sha.txt, and whenever we open a connection, it's a good practice to close the connection. Otherwise, it will remain open in the memory and you're unable to open the file again. So I just do file underscore obj dot close. And this is also a function, so I have to write the parentheses. And if I press shift enter, it's closed file. And now I want to see the content of this file that I have created. So instead of giving same name, I just giving fl dot is equal to open, and within parentheses I'm giving the file name sha.txt. And since I'm opening in a read mode, I can give comma then R, or if I don't give this thing, then also by default a file is opened in read mode only. So now I want to print the content of this file. So print within parentheses, I have to give the fl dot read. Read is a function. It's used to read the content of any file. So when I execute this again, I just one thing is a good practice. So I just fl dot close. And you can check whether your file is closed or not. You can check. See, this is the content of whatever I have written in the text file. Now, next time, if I again open the file in write mode and if I write something else, it will overwrite the same thing. So again, if I fl is equal to open, just give sha.txt, and I'm again opening it in write mode so that you can see the difference. And this time I want to fl dot write. Now write function will take only string as the parameter. So instead of string, if you want to, if you give something else, it will not accept. Okay, this thing I can give in other way also. I can store some text in a variable and I can say str is equal to, if I give this is test line. This is the test line. If you just give this much of text, this is a test line. And now instead of writing text here, I can assign the variable this way. And then next, I must close the connection. Now, if I execute this, this will now what if there is any change or whether it is written to the file, I need to check. Then again, I just come to this thing and execute the same program again. So it should give me a different output. See, this given me a different output. But whatever I have written earlier it has been overwritten. So now I want to keep the previous information also. In that case, I have to press W plus. And now I want to write, there is a test for append. So now if I execute this, it should write this text along with and keeping the previous text in the file. So if I execute the previous command, so now it should, this is the test line, this is the test for append mode. And okay, it is basically open the file in read mode. And it has just W plus. Okay. And if I make this, no, another thing, whether it has written the previous document or not, that I need to check once, whether it's keeping the previous one or it is just overwriting. I need to check once. Just one way or capital, if I can give capital W, in that case, I don't need to give this code. Without giving this code, I can put capital W. While Python import this thing and capital W. It's not taking anyway. It's not taking, so we just put W in small letter and within this and just execute this. And if I run this program again, so it's showing me the output of the file. Okay. I can open the file in read-write mode, that is RW. And now that I have opened the file, I've written, but there is a mistake. Suppose I just give the file name something else. I'm opening a file and I just put a file name something else, say something else, and I want to just read the file and read the file content. So if I execute this, this will give a error. Now, how we can handle this error? We can handle this error by, if you've gone through my previous lecture, you will find there is a called a try block. In the try block, we put the entire listing. Say FL equals to open, and inside this open, suppose this time also I give a different or a blank name. Say I just have to give a name, otherwise it will give an error. in any case, this will also give me error, but say SHA given. And here I just put print, and then fl dot read. Read is a function, so anyway, and this should not be inside double quote, otherwise it will print whatever it is. And next, I just close the file. And I should give exception. Exception X, and I just print. That's it. Now if I execute this will try exception. We should be in capital. Sorry, we should be in capital. Exception. See, the error is no such file or directory message. But now I give the exact file name .txt, and if I execute this, it should give me the reply. Okay. Now, instead of doing this, we open a file by using with clause. So again, I'm opening a file, try. Sorry. In the file with the try block, so I just try, and within this I open the file with block with open open this again. I give this thing SHA dot txt in read mode, so I don't have to give anything. Here I have to give as say FL file, and then I give a colon. Now, what is the advantage? Print say FL dot read. So, what is the advantage of opening a file within with block? Is the file is open till it is within with block. Once it come out of this, it is automatically closed. Now, see, I will show you how we can this thing. What happened to this? Block is giving some error. Why it is producing error? Print FL as FL dot read. Okay. So instead of this thing, I can use this as giving an error. Let me check where it's giving error. So just give dot read line. With command with the FL. Check this. Something I put here. So FL. Why any is giving similar? Let me check. Something that is missing. The exception, to handle the exception. Or so I have to trace what is the error. In that case, I just give except exception text column to print text. So execute this. Yeah. No. So no, this is open a file. No, I have used a different function read line. It will read line by line, and only read it will read by character. No, in a read line, or I can use read lines also. So in read lines, it will give a list of lines. It will create a list of lines. If I give read lines, and if I give, say, no, another thing, I just want to print, say, first 10 character of the file. So again, I'm going to, instead of read line, I just use a read function. Just use the read function, and inside that I just give 10. So this will print first 10 character in the file. So I can, instead of typing or getting entire file, I can display or manipulate number of characters I want to search for. Okay. Now, similarly, for writing also, say I just inside a try block, I just open the file, say width, then I just give open, then within parentheses, I just give SHA dot txt, and this one I want to open in, say, append mode. As FL, semicolon, not semicolon, sorry. And this time I want to write. So F, suppose before that, I just create a list. Say str equals to, suppose I just create a list. So let's create a list of courses, say Oracle, DBA, Python, AWS, Cloud, so data science, so so now I am these courses and I want to write these courses into my file. So instead, what I lastly said that write function can write only string, it cannot write a list. So, but I want to write this list, entire list. So in that case, I have to give fl dot write line, or I can put tab to open the this thing, write line, and okay, sorry, right lines, and here I have to put the list name. And now I want to check whether the file is open or closed, which mode it is. So actually this is, because this FL object will destroy whenever you come out of this function with block. So if I give FL dot, this is a property, not a function. FL dot closed. If it is closed, then it will return true value. If it is open, then it will return false value. So now exception as ex column print and then this one So if I execute this, I'm getting nothing. So I just have to read the file. So again, I have to read the file instead of reading that only 10 lines. I just want to read the entire file. So I got these files. Okay. Now that I have written everything into the file, instead of writing this, let's check one thing, that is okay. So I've written the text into file. I've read the text. I can read a file character, number of character I want to read. I can read that file. Number of characters. I can read an entire line of file. Suppose say I just give it will give entire line. It will read all the line-wise characters. Well, if I give just read line, and if I press enter, it will give a line. And if I want to create a list of lines, in that case, I have to put it as lines, and in this way, it will create a list of lines. Okay. So we'll continue on this now in my next session. So if you have any doubt or any comment, you can put it in the comment box. I will definitely reply those comments and clear your doubts. So before I say goodbye, I again approach you all to share the video and like this video and subscribe our channel. Goodbye till we meet next time with the session of Python for